2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, they know this is not your throwaway game, a team they defeated in the second round of last year's playoffs. They'd better be ready. Guys, we know about the accolades Steph Curry has received as a player, the MVPs, becoming one of the most widely recognized faces in the NBA. But you have to credit him for just how far he's come since he came into the league, Shaq.
You know what? One of the hardest workers in the game, improves on something every season, and Ernie added a new shimmy to his game after he hits big shots. A little shimmy, Ernie.
You know
I'm
what?
telling you now.
I like the
it.
shimmy, Shaq, but I think he came in as a shooter, Ernie, and then all of a sudden now he's become more of an all-around player. But I think the biggest improvement is his body. He's now, at one time, was thought of as injury-prone, and now not at all, because I think that's the work ethic that he has in the summertime.
Can you do the shimmy, Shaq?
Do it with me, Ernie.
Oh,
nice, Ernie. Nice, Ernie.
You know what?
It's like driving a bus, Ernie. It's like driving a bus.
And you know, Kenny, he makes, Curry?
What?
He makes it look
effortless.
On the floor, the visiting Golden State Warriors. At center, Joel Embiid. At power forward, Draymond Green. At shooting, Klay Thompson. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. At the other forward position, Kevin Durant. The head coach of this team is Steve Kerr.
Coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. For the Denver Nuggets, they come in off a good outing against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, tough place to play on the road, and you just saw how comfortable they were shooting the basketball.
Well, we have to give credit to the coaching staff. Terrific offensive strategy. Got them some great looks.
And it's the Warriors to start out. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Thompson and Durant, the sharpshooters at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Steve, as a player, what are the challenges of playing basketball early in a season?
I think getting your body used to the grind, getting your mind back used to the grind. I think those are the challenges. And depending if you brought in a lot of new faces, that could be a grind. But I think more importantly is just getting back into rhythm.
Getting in sync with yourself, but also getting in sync with your teammates.
Correct.
Here's Curry following the basket by Jokic. It's deflected and stolen by Murray. Millsap a screen on Curry. Murray dishes to Richardson. Passes to Jokic. Just 5 to shoot. No coverage that time.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Now, here's Thompson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
There's no defense for Thompson sometimes. His release is so high, difficult to get to.
On defense, Golden State. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
George with the bucket.
Oh, a good open look, and he sprays it home from 3.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays, whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
You know what, Greg, you're right. So many of their games are decided in the first half because their offense starts clicking, they build up a big lead, and just run away and hide.
Here's Curry following the basket by Paul Millsap.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's Murray. McGee with the block. Outside Durant from deep three-point range, and he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You better start picking him up at half court. KD is that kind of shooter.
You watch Kevin Durant and the way he just rises up so easily, Steve, with his soft touch. He can absolutely be unguardable, even if you're willing to throw double and triple teams his way.
You know, Durant's height, shooting, and mobility are just too much for one defender to deal with. On any given possession, he can create a good look out of nothing. It's why he's one of the greatest scorers to ever play.
Now, here's Richardson following the miss by Jokic.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Feeds to Green. Fires for 3. That one misses. Good work defensively by Millsap. Denver in the lead. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Off the screen, and George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Outside Curry. Thompson right side. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
First quarter, you're really testing the defense, trying to find their weaknesses.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for JaVale McGee. Iguodala comes in for Green. Hezonja, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. That free throw good from Thompson. But when I look back at the career of Klay Thompson, you can't help but notice how much he's improved. Every season, Steve, he comes back with a new tool to score on offense and always has been strong, but even getting better on defense.
You know, you love the greats. They can score at all three levels. He had the mid-range and obviously the three ball, but he is scoring now in the paint off the drive because of his improved ball handling, and he posts up extremely well for a guard. I love what he's brought to his game offensively.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. And the pick and roll, Smitty, such a key play in the NBA in your eyes. Who are the most devastating pick and roll players in the league?
I think guys with the ball in their hand is James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard. Some of the role guys are Blake, DeAndre Jordan, Draymond Green, because he can make a play with the basketball afterwards. And anytime you put best players in the pick and roll like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, they are definitely guys that makes defense really think about it.
Now here's Livingston. Iguodala outside, and there's the pass to Hazanya. Here's Livingston, and again it's the Warriors missing. Denver leading by 3. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. Harrell setting the pick for Barton. Spates with the block.
Great closeout by Spates. It can be tough to get the ball over his length.
To the left wing. Here's Hazanya. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. Hazanya's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Plumlee with the screen. Off the pick. And Mudiay throws it down.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here is Livingston after the Nuggets pick up 2. Back to Thompson. Barton with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Here's Hazanya, defended by Covington. Hazanya kicks to Thompson. Lets it go from 14. And that one hits back iron.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Now Mudiay. No good with the layup. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
Denver leading by 4. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Livingston and Thompson are the guards. Iguodala out there with Hazanya, and it's Spates in at the 5 spot. Here's Cross. Foul on the play, basket down, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And Smitty, you were able to play a couple seasons with Steve Kerr when you were both in San Antonio. What was your time together like here? How do you think he's been influenced by his San Antonio time?
Well, it's a great time. He's a great teammate. I think he's been influenced by Popovich's attention to details. Both are very measured to their approach to things, but the one thing you have to really say that you really link those two together, they are funny.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And here's Mudiay to the paint. Plumlee, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Steve, you talk about the value of versatility in the NBA. It's never been higher than I think right now, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Kevin. The reason why is back in the day, a big guy got the rebound, a point guard or a guard would have to come back to bring the basketball up. Now, you see a guy like Anthony Davis, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins. They grab the rebound, and you see the shooting guard and the point guard, they getting out and sprinting because they know they have a guy that can bring it up and make the right play at his size.
That free throw, no good. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. And he sinks the second. Warriors trail by 8. Iguodala kicks to Hazonia. He dishes it to Livingston. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from three-point range. The Nuggets shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Passed across. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Stolen away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And finish off by Hazonia.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Denver with the ball. Following the score by Golden State. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
For the Nuggets, Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Montrezl Harrell. And Murray subbed in for Mudiay. Durant's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Mario Hazonia. Now, here's Jokic. He had 16 points in the win against Phoenix. Poked loose, and the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Draymond Green, 4th.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
The Nuggets making a switch here. George is checked in. JaVale McGee's checked in for Golden State. Now, here's Curry. He had 10 points in the win against Sacramento. Durant just inside the line. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
When the shots come to KD and the floor of the offense, it makes it much easier. When it's all said and done, there will be no doubt Curry will be the greatest shooter of all time. Closing in on every record involving three-pointers, he has absolutely changed the way the league views shooting point guards.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Jokic. Green passes to Curry. Offline from the top of the key.
I'll tell you what, despite the miss, he's going to be looking for that same shot again.
Millsap kicks to Jokic. He feeds it to Murray. McGee with the block. Warriors trail by 4. And with Curry and his shooting, really, he has transformed himself, Steve, into a complete offensive juggernaut. There is just no slowing him up.
No, not at all. We know he can shoot the basketball, but now he's able to score at all three levels. He's one of the best at the mid-range, at the rim, and when guys are guarding him, he has a knack to create separation. And on a daily basis, it is just jaw-dropping to watch.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
Here is Durant after the Nuggets pick up 2. Over in the corner, Livingston. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Powell. And that one comes up a bit short. Denver leading by 3. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
Now here's Livingston. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic. The Warriors shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. That's good from Durant. Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And when you played, what was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose. His gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that. Now here's Millsap. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Starting to heat up now. He nailed 1 from behind the arc in the first quarter, 2 here in the second.
McGee dishes to Curry. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Now he's one of the best of the business at scoring inside the paint. That is dangerous.
It's Richardson on the wing. From outside, off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Outside Curry. A 3-ball. Doesn't go that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now here's Murray. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Richardson, good.
Millsap is a gifted passer, creating for his teammates.
Warriors trail by 8. Curry passes to Durant. Dishes to Green. Back to Durant. Golden State moving the ball around. And there's Green on the assist by Durant. And it's 6 points for Draymond Green.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Jokic against McGee. 11 feet away. Kevin Durant with the rebound. On the wing, Green. There's 3-pointers off the mark.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Nuggets ahead, leading by 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys get some deflections, and get some easy baskets.
We'll see if he can keep it going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. Looking at Denver, Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
They were really efficient on offense, shared the basketball well, great shot selection. That accounted for a high field goal percentage in the first half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, they're just not offering enough resistance on D. You got to keep your guy from scoring. You got to be aggressive. You got to play physical, Ernie. Push them around. No one's going to give you anything. You got to clog up the lane, close out on the shooters, get in people's face. You got to go out and take it.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Scoring consistently from range. He really lit it up there in the first half.
Yeah, the defense has to adjust. Extend out to him in the second half, and that could create a lot of floor spacing.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. The Nuggets leading by 5. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray out there with Richardson. And it's George in at the 3 slot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside Durant, there's the dish to Thompson. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Thompson's got 7.
Finding the open man, and Durant has dramatically improved as a passer since he's entered this league.
Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Here's Thompson following the score by Jamal Murray. No good from 11 feet.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pass to Jokic. Millsap a screen. Jokic kicks to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Millsap, an expert in the pick and roll. Great technique to create the bucket.
It's Durant on the wing. The feed to McGee. Back to Durant. Shoots from the line. And no good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. And George, here we go. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The wide open look for Durant. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. And Denver decides to take their first time out here. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Thompson. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Mudiay kicks to Beasley. Here's Harrell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
That free throw, no good. So he comes up empty at the line. Warriors trail by 7. Curry wide open. The three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 7.
Stephen Curry is great off the dribble, but he also is good at the catch and shoot.
Now here's Mudiay, guarded by Curry. They get a hand on it. Iguodala with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. Iguodala is running. Count that bucket. And it's 8 points for Draymond Green.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Beasley outside. Back to Mudiay. Shoots over Curry. That's good from Mudiay on the assist by Beasley. Mudiyay's got his second basket of the game.
Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Livingston. They set the pick. Durant for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And then Mudiay slams it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Hezonja comes in for Steph Curry. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Iguodala kicks to Hezonja. Passes to Durant. Livingston dishes to Durant. Over Harrell. Here's Spates. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
We do know this. Maurice Space has the big body to absorb punishment and still finish the play. Potential and one. You know, Maurice Space, the ultimate pick and pop big. He's good playing off guards with the basketball, gets a lot of his scores from rolling or pretty much fading off screens, and he's one of the best at it with his timing.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Spates. And for Spates, he added a three-point shot to his repertoire not too long ago, and it's made him an even greater threat as a big man. Steve playing away from the basket.
You know about Spates what I love? He comes in looking to score. Sometimes he's streaky, but when he's hot, he's hot.
Mudiay kicks to Harrell. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Cross. Good on the bucket. He's got 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Outside Durant. The pass to Hezonja. Outside Durant. Shot from the wing, and it's in off the backboard.
Timeout.
Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I mean, the most imposing mid-range jump shooter in the game. Durant has no trouble knocking those down.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
Robert Covington's checked in for Denver. Barton comes in for Malik Beasley. Here's Plumlee. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area. Not many guys with the length to bother him.
And so it's Golden State with it. There's the pick for three, Durant.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
Covington with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Barton passes to Mudiay. Inside, Harrell. Durant with the steal. And here comes Livingston, leading the fast break. Kicks it to Spates. Outside Durant for the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Durant's got 14 points.
Can Kevin Durant score the ball? Is water wet all day, every day?
Barton right side. That shot is off. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And for the most part, I really felt like they were just locked in and really aggressive.
Well, we know those guys can score, but that night, it was the execution, the ability to finish plays. It was next level.
The Warriors shooting their fifth attempt at the line in the game.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Sean Livingston has really turned his career around, becoming one of those guards that you want to have on your team. He's a luxury because he can handle it and he can post up.
Here's Mudiay. He's got 9. Harrell setting the pick for Mudiay. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here. And the first one at the line is good. The Warriors making a switch here. Both free throws good for Mudiay. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Moments ago from the huddle, let's listen in on Coach Mike Malone.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team, Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up, take control, and make things happen.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. The sharpshooters, Curry and Thompson, are at the 1 and the 2. Hezonja's out there with Iguodala. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And here is Curry after Jamal Murray was able to get that triple. McGee dishes to Curry. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And we know how great Curry is at shooting the ball, but he is also an incredible playmaker. Very, very aware of how to draw the defense to him and get an easy layup for a teammate. He's underrated as a passer, mostly because his scoring is so incredible.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
That's good from Stephen Curry. Steve, when you think about Curry and his playmaking, the assists are easy to count, but the gravity he has on the floor all over the floor creates shots for others by itself.
And if you're on Curry's teams, you have so much attention drawn off you. When he has the ball, Kevin, defenders have to be aware of Curry at all times. Opens up so much space for the other shooters.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Murray with it. Millsap a screen. Seven-foot shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Wow, he had it at point-blank range, but the defense was all over him.
And Curry has it in the corner. He kicks it to Iguodala. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Inside. Here's Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Denver's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. In the corner, Murray with it. Curry with the steal. Here's Thompson. And it goes down 2 points. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Thompson diving into the contact there and finding a way to bury the shot. So good at creating opportunities for himself off the dribble.
Stolen by McGee. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. It doesn't go for him. Nuggets shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. And George, here we go. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Now, here's Thompson. Green, the screen. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Man, at an important point in this game, that kind of turnover can really shift momentum.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Jokic with his screen on Curry. Murray kicks to Jokic. Basket good. And now a 3-point Nugget lead.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The Warriors shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. McGee a screen. It's Curry outside. Traps in the tray. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And George just has that extra gear. Once he kicks into it, he is nearly impossible to stop.
Here's Curry. Outside, Green. McGee a screen. Curry setting the pick for Green. Thompson from long range. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
They count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments, and there he does.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Curry. Cranes the 3-pointer.
Just another reason why we have to love Stephen Curry. His ability to provide baskets in key situations.
Outside, George. Back to Murray. Right side, Millsap. Outside, George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, Way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Warriors making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Curry passes to McGee. Green, the screen. McGee dishes to Curry. And another three for Golden State.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
He's been huge from deep. That's where he's done most of his damage. And if they need another three, he'll be the guy.
Now, here's George. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Murray. Makes it off the glass.
And the D has no answer for Murray. Just absolutely ferocious at attacking the basket.
To the inside. Durant. And Durant is right there. Durant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Warriors.
That's what he does. Put the ball in KD's hands, and he'll deliver.
Millsap a screen. Here's Murray. Feeds to Millsap. To the middle. Kicks it out to Richardson. No good from outside. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Thompson with the bucket.
These are the kind of looks Thompson just eats up.
Here's Murray. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. And George, here we go. And Millsap slams it in.
Millsap going for the W. He's looking focused.
Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And McGee kicks to Curry. There's the screen. Green, the screen. Thompson from long range. Nails the tray.
With the game on the line, who better to turn to than Thompson for a big shot? A clutch performer who lives for the big moment.
Outside, George. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. And George drops them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
The screen from Thompson. Curry can't get it to go.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they are hanging on by a thread. They need to make good on every possession.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's George. Count it!
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Denver calls timeout. They're down by 1. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And Kevin, his three-point shooting has been a big key. 12 of his points have come from downtown, and those points didn't come cheaply. He's worked hard on the perimeter aspect of his game and got good high-percentage shots.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Take a break. 2 shots.
drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And the former college player of the year with the Longhorns, Durant, the first freshman to ever earn that distinction. And his NBA career has been just as remarkable.
Those were pressure-packed free throws, and he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
And George kicks to Millsap. He dishes it to Richardson. Murray for 3. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much here with Kevin Durant. It seems like even with some adversity thrown your way, you guys find a way.
Well, we're moving the basketball. We just relying on each other. And, we're just believing in each other, man. No matter what, we just stick together.
It was very obvious that was the case. Thanks, KD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time